welcome to this week's Las Vegas Advisor with Anthony and Andrew. Today is Wednesday, May 18th, 2022, and we have a little bit of news on the Strip this week. The Cosmopolitan has been taken over by the MGM.
Yes, well, we knew about this. We wrote about this, we talked about this, a few weeks earlier. Well, no, a few months earlier. Mm-hmm. And but now it's official. Right. That the Cosmo, the old management is out, the new management, MGM, is in.
Now, what does this mean for the player?
Absolutely nothing. At this moment, it means absolutely nothing. I mean, pretty much nothing is going to change at this point. It's still going to be the same. Everything at the Cosmopolitan is going to be the same. The parking is going to be separate, and they're going to have their own rules. The player's card is going to be the identity card. It's not going to change. You know, eventually it will be absorbed.
Right. But eventually it'll become an M-Life card.
Yes.
But not now.
Right.
Okay.
And so, you know, as of now, it doesn't mean a thing. And, I mean, internally it'll mean things, and there'll be stuff going on for the employees, but for the customer, I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference.
Right. So they're still going to have all the restaurants. They're still going to have Beauty and Essex. They're still going to have all that stuff. By Beauty and Essex, we did a report on the secret pizza at the Cosmo.
Right. Well, you know, nothing's going to change there. The secret pizza will be there. The only thing that has changed, we've been told, is that we said it was $5.25 when we were there, which it was, and we've been told that it's now $6.
Yeah.
Or no, was it
$6.99?
Six? Was it more? Hold on, wait a minute, I got it here. It was $6.50. We're now told that a slice is $6.50. We've got some reports that a slice is $8.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that $8 is, you know, they probably had some toppings on it.
Right. You get the meat lovers pizza, it's going to be more expensive than a slice of cheese and pepperoni.
So the $5.25 is now $6.50.
Yeah.
But, you know, things will change naturally the way they normally would. But in general, the experience is going to be the same. You know, speaking of prices going up, this strange story, man, out of CIRCA, that Saginaw's Deli there was trying to resurrect the 99-cent shrimp cocktail from the Golden Gate.
Right.
So for years, the Golden Gate was known for their 99-cent shrimp. They stopped serving it, and Saginaw's was serving it in the late night hours, something like 3 to 5 a.m. So if you came between 3 and 5 a.m. and bought a sandwich, you could get the shrimp cocktail for 99 cents. Otherwise, it was $11 on the menu. Now, they've taken that out completely. So there's no more 99 cents shrimp cocktail. And the price has been raised $1 to $12. So what was 99 cents is now $12 at CIRCA. Not cool.
Oh, not cool, dude. Okay, but, you know, there is something about when you come to Vegas, you want to get that inexpensive steak dinner. You want to get that 99-cent shrimp cocktail. That's like something that, you know, people have been doing for years that they come to Vegas. Well,
three things: prime rib, buffet, and shrimp cocktail.
That's right.
Right?
So where can they still get the shrimp cocktail for 99 cents?
You know, the only 99 center that I know about right now that's all the time is also downtown. It's at Fremont. Okay. And it's at the Lanai Express, and it runs 24 hours a day except for when they close it down to clean in the early morning. Mm-hmm. But it's 99 cents. It's a small one. It's bay shrimp, but it's good. Yeah. And you can buy 2 or 3 of them if you want. Yeah. And it's a great deal. And I would say overall the best shrimp cocktail in town still is at the Skyline way out in Henderson.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, $1.50 at the bar. Okay. But those are your 2 shrimp cocktail places.
All right, so if you're looking for a shrimp cocktail, there it is. So moving on, Anthony, you went to the opening night of Rouge at the Strat last night. How was it?
It's a new show at the Strat. It's they're calling it the new sexiest show in Las Vegas because it's a topless show.
Nice.
And there's a lot of toplessness in this one. And the whole idea, I think, was to sort of take the place of Zoomanity, which was supposedly the, you know, sexiest, if not, you know, just the semi-raunchy, you know? I mean, that's the CIRCA show. Risque, at least you could say. Yeah. And now that it did not reopen at New York, that being Zoomanity, now taking its place is this one, Rouge.
Okay.
It was an absolutely terrific show. Yeah. And I mean, it's not just a jiggle show, as we call them here. You know, the girls are topless, and so are the guys. You know, there's guys and girls.
Equal opportunity toplessness.
But a lot of the show itself, the vignettes, you know, the vignettes of whether it was a juggler, which wasn't much, a guy juggled dildos. But, you know, I mean,
you got to juggle something, right?
But there were like 3 aerial parts of the show where they were like up, you know, on the pulleys and things like that. There were all this balancing act stuff and everything, and that sounds boring and dumb, but these were the best I've seen.
Wow.
I mean, you know, as a variety show, This thing is absolutely top notch.
Okay.
And the performers, both men and women, are absolutely gorgeous. As I say, they're all topless, the guys and the girls.
Yeah.
There's a master of ceremonies who is also one of the performers, and a guy and a woman. And it is just an hour and a half of entertainment. Fantastic athletes, some of the most creative and unique acts that I've ever seen in any kind of variety show in Vegas.
All right, and it's a big theater. It's the big theater at the Strat.
It's a big theater, 650 seats, but it's not that big. They call it the big theater. But what's nice about this is you can sit anywhere in this theater, and your seats are good enough.
Oh, terrific.
And
That's
it's
good.
and it is really well priced, just like the other show, Illuminate,
Yes.
that we have in the top 10 at LVA, and it is. The starting price there is something like it's in the 60s.
That's great for Vegas.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to find discounts, all over the place.
Yeah. Well, because we did that one price research where the average price for production shows is $104 now. So this is well below that.
Yeah, well below that, and another great deal. The Strat is becoming the show place.
It really is. Yeah.
It's terrific. I mean, they've got the one we're talking about, Rouge, which is their sexy show. They've got Illuminate, which is the top 10 in LVA. They've got an afternoon show, Banachek's Mind Games. So that's a 4 p.m. That's a matinee.
Oh, wow.
They got
that is.
the LA Comedy Club, which runs on the weekends.
Yeah, and they just opened the Dragon Room, which is a great, beautiful, well-run room.
Yeah, and another show called Xavier Mortimer, the Dream Guy or something like that. I forget what it's called. But they've got like 5 different shows there.
Right.
And they're all priced really well. And they can run at all different times, 7 days a week, at all different parts of the day. And they're all cheaper than the regular shows in Vegas. So, I mean, I think Stratosphere is trying to set themselves up as the place to go see a show that you get, an affordable show in Las Vegas, and man, they're hitting the mark for sure.
Well, and the other thing about the Strat you can't forget if you're visiting Vegas is, hey, free parking at the Strat.
Free parking.
So they got the top of the world restaurant at the top, which moves very slowly, 360 degrees, the best view, arguably the highest view in Vegas.
They've got the rides at the top.
Yeah.
And in the LVA member rewards book, we got discounts on Illuminate. We got discounts on the ride package. We have discounts on a room there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got something like a 25 or 30%, I think it's 25% discount on the going room rate.
All right.
So, I mean, I'm telling you, more and more and more, I'm recommending Strat. It's formerly the Stratosphere. Now it's called the Strat. Great place to visit. If you want to see a show, that's your call, man.
Yeah, they're shortening their name, and they've reinvented themselves.
One more thing.
Yeah.
If you want to read a review of the show, a good review, and that's very extensive about what this show is about, you can go to Topless Vegas Online, where that review has already been posted. I went to the show with a guy who's the new administrator of TVO, as we call it, Topless Vegas Online, and he's already put up a really good review of the show.
So what is Topless Vegas Online?
A lot of people don't know about this, but they know about LasVegasAdvisor.com, but we have a sister site, which is ToplessVegasOnline.com. And, we started this a few years ago, and it kind of got torpedoed by the pandemic. But we're bringing it back now. Okay. And, essentially what we do here at Huntington Press is we're kind of in the business of sin, to be honest. Most people think gambling is sort of sinful. I don't, but, we do gambling, we do mob, and we have, we've done some books that go into the sex subject. A book on a brothel, a book on a dancer in a club. And we started this website, Topless Vegas Online, because there was nothing like it. And Vegas is a big town for gentlemen's clubs.
Okay.
So we're starting it back up. We've got a new guy named Scott Waller is running the show there. He's going great guns. And anybody who's interested in that kind of entertainment, come see it, ToplessVegasOnline.com.
All right. And for those of you who remember last year when Anthony and team joined the CIRCA Survivor competition, the new competition has been announced.
Yes.
How does it look this year, Anthony?
Well, this is interesting. These are the CIRCA football contests.
Yeah.
And they announced the details about it. They've got 2. One is Survivor. The other is CIRCA Millions. It'll be CIRCA Millions 4. Now, last year, they guaranteed $11 million. $6 million of it was in Survivor. And it turned out to be an overlay for the customer, meaning they didn't get enough people to sign up to cover all the money they had to give out. So everybody was guessing and figuring that this year they were going to cut it back so it wouldn't happen again.
Right.
Well, they added to it.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, they didn't quite double down.
There we go.
But they added another $1 million to the total prize pool. So between the two contests, they're going to be giving out $6 million in one, $6 million in the other, $12 million total.
Okay.
And they didn't add to CIRCA Survivor, but still, there's an opportunity for a potential overlay again.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to it. We're a little ways away from that, but we're going to play it again this year.
Okay, so you're absolutely going to play it again. It's $1,000 to enter, correct?
Yep, and you can enter now, and you can enter in any of the places where CIRCA Sports is in Vegas, which is now the D, the Golden Gate, CIRCA itself, Tuscany, and the Pass in Henderson.
Okay, all right. You heard it here, CIRCA Survivor Series for this coming football season. So we also have a few neighborhood bars closing.
Yeah, a couple more. This is something that people who have been coming to Vegas for a long time know that aside from the casinos, there are a lot of video poker bars around town.
Yep.
And over the past decade, they've been closing with a vengeance, taken over by places like, Dottie's and Lola's and Joni's, and the like. So the two new ones that are closing are the In Zone Rainbow and the Porchlight Grill.
Okay.
And what's interesting about this is In Zone Rainbow, it was once part of a whole group of in zones that were open all over town.
Okay.
And this is the last of the in zones. Some of the bars that have gone away that people might remember: Michael's Pub, Triple Play, Irene's, Money Plays, Lou's Caboose.
Yeah.
All gone, all closed, all became, Dottie's or something like that.
Can we reopen the Lou's Caboose?
Hey, the Lou's Caboose was another one that was all over town. There were a bunch of Lou's Cabooses all over town. And now there are no more of those either, I don't think. But, there's still quite a few left. We've got Jackson's, we got Copper Keg, which we're going to talk about in a minute. We got
Copper Keg is great.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the Jackpot section. We got Crowbar, we got Magoo's, we got Jake's on the east side. So, there's plenty of these places left, but you kind of hate to see them go away.
Yeah.
But this Friday, anybody who sees this video soon enough, this Friday, the 20th, I think, there's going to be a blowout going away party in the End Zone parking lot. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to go. Come on down.
Okay, hey, TikTokers, Las Vegas Advisor is now on TikTok. Tell us a little bit about it, Anthony.
I'd be happy to tell you about it if I understood what TikTok is. All I know is that we put up one or two TikToks, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And I watched them, and I was the subject of one. And I don't quite understand what it's supposed to do. It was like 15 seconds. And I don't know. You tell me. What is TikTok?
Okay, so from what I saw in the video and what I think, basically TikTok, it's a 15-second video, and it's storytelling in 15 seconds. So you can sign up on TikTok, you can follow Las Vegas Advisor, and what you'll see is a really cool first story where Anthony Curtis's life has been distilled into 15 awesome seconds.
Right. I asked the social media person who did it for us, new employee here, young girl, of course. And I said, why would anybody be interested in this? She goes, because you dropped out of Duke.
Yeah.
I said, why would the young crowd be interested in this? She goes, you dropped out.
Yeah.
So,
well, you dropped out and became a Blackjack Hall of Famer.
Right, and in the publishing company. So that's what it's all about. Look, this TikTok thing is big.
Yeah.
So if you're watching the YouTube, go check it out. Tell us what you think about it. We'd like you to view that as well. And it's going to take up 15 seconds of your time, so it's not a big investment.
And finally, Jackpot of the Week comes to us from the Copper Keg. Now, I like the Copper Keg, Anthony. I get text messages from the Copper Keg when they're having deals in town. They're going to keep you notified if you go to the Copper Keg.
Copper Keg, we've talked about them before. It sounds like we own stock in the joint, but we don't.
No.
We just like it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, read the story.
Okay, so here it comes. He goes, I wanted to let you know that my husband and I went to the Copper Keg on Sunday in May to take advantage of their 20 for 20 promotion. We signed up as new players. The bartender was very nice and completed my membership first. I was playing with my first 20, and while he was entering in the information for my husband, and within the first few hands, I was dealt 3 to the royal. I held them as usual, and I converted. Thank you so much for the recommendation. My husband did lose his 20, but was able to get the 20 in free play and turn it into $28, so we both walked away winners. And Anthony, this is why you always recommend the Copper Keg to people.
Well, I can't say that you're going to go there and hit a royal.
No.
But we do know that the deal is good.
Yeah.
She went on Sundays, which is when I go and you go sometimes. The Good Bloody Marys on Sundays, but they have that deal, play 20, lose 20, get 20.
Yeah.
Right? So, she was playing the deal and she happened to hit a royal along the way.
Yeah.
But you know what's really interesting about this one?
What?
I learned something from this royal. because I looked at what she was playing, and she was playing a game called Deuce's Wild Bonus that I had never looked at. And I have been given the advice that if you're going to play there, the best game is 6-5 bonus poker, which returns 96.87%. But she was playing a version of Deuce's Wild Bonus that returns 97.27%.
Well, now we know what Anthony Curtis is going to be playing when he comes back to the Copper Keg.
Yeah, but a little bit of a caution here is that you're still probably better off playing the bonus poker game, even though it's pays back slightly less, because it's a much more easily playable game. It's much more intuitive. Whereas Deuce's Wild Wild isn't quite as intuitive, but Deuce's Wild Bonus is different from Deuce's Wild.
Right.
So there are changes there. For example, with 2 deuces and an ace, there's some special bonuses for aces. So in Deuce's Wild, you would never keep the ace, but in Deuce's Wild Bonus, you keep the deuces and the ace. And there's a few other starting, suited connector plays that are different as well.
I understand what you're saying. So basically, even though it's a little bit higher percentage payback, because of how to play perfectly is right, then it might as well just play bonus poker.
The average person will make fewer errors, but if you're a person who understands how to play Deuce's Wild Bonus, then you'll get a little higher return on this game at Copper Keg.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We are getting very close to 10,000 subscribers, so we thank you.
And check out that TikTok.
Yeah.